short but very strong training today, because what I want us to do is I want us to even use this even for the future, for any kind of maybe like members that you might have that they would like to listen to such kind of training. And the topic of today's training is basically um, when it comes to the business model, the network marketing, that many people say, well, the problem is that network marketing in 2026 is not the same like it was years ago. But the reality, the problem is not network marketing or any other business. In most of those things, what really the problem is, it's the leadership. So you can also name it like why many people do not get success in 2026 in when it comes to network marketing or referral marketing or anything such. Now, to start with, how many of you have been in network marketing industry for more than a year? Put whatever years you are in this network marketing space. Put it down in the comments. Let me see some of you who are here. What's, let's say, per se, how many years have you been in network marketing industry? Why I'm asking that and why I'm saying that is because it's interesting to be able to know where we are and what we are talking about and all this kind of stuff. So Alexander is saying 12, Maria is saying 10, Kati is saying 4, Alitza is saying 4, Lydia is saying 10, right? Tunda is saying 10. Okay, we have quite some people that are 10 years or older in this model. Now, first of all, I would say congratulations to those of you who are here and are part of this beautiful industry, which many people really call industry, but for me, it's a business model. It's a business model like everything else. It's You can open up your business. You have your own business model, right? You can start a business. You have your own business model, right? This is also a business model, but the only difference is that I love about network marketing is that it gives you a lot of things that are kind of like done for you. It's a simpler way to start a business than trying to do everything on your own. That's what I see. But on the other side, also gives you way less obligations than if you need to handle your own business 100% on your own. We already spoke about that. I'm not gonna go much into this, but from accounting to like shipping, producing, all the legal stuff, all those kind of stuff. If you would like to have such kind of business, it takes a lot for every individual to be able to do that. And if we can have the model like we have in New Hope Global and everybody can use the same model, it means we save a lot of the application, right? Imagine if every one of us would need to go and register your own products and open up your own businesses in different countries around the world, setting up all the shipping operations, creating contracts with the couriers, then having your own warehouses, and then having your own accounting, having all those like legal things that needs to be done. Imagine if everybody of us would need to do that. Those of you guys who are here, what would be your response on that? Like, think about it. Those of you who are here right now, if you would need to do all those things in maybe just in one country to start with, right? And then go to even maybe different countries if you would like to have business in more than one country. How many of you have ever thought about that? Like, what would it take? And some of you would say, well, a lot of finances. That's just, the finances are just like probably the smallest part of it. Yes, you need to have finances, but imagine all other stuff that you need to get on to get to that point, right? That is why I believe having an option to be able to plug in the model like that, it's absolutely amazing. So today, what we are going to talk about is what are some of the challenges that people are facing working this kind of model in 2026. And as already mentioned before, one of the biggest solutions is leadership. And we do a lot of leadership. As you know, just last week we had a leadership training as well on specific topic and so on. But I want us to dig a little bit deeper today in this topic of what are some of the things in network marketing in 2026. And I will tell you one thing. That this training, first of all, is not for everybody. But on the other side, it's for people who would really like to go to the next level, would like to say like, hey, you know what? Let me identify where I am and where I'm going, right? And one of the things that I have seen is over the last few years, I've been talking with a lot of different people, with a lot of leaders who are distributors or partners of different companies, also with the company owners, with people who are employees of network marketing companies. On the other side, trainers that are kind of like on a side of this industry of network marketing, looking in, trying to give the best, latest possible advices, trainings, what's trending right now, and so on. But I kind of like keep hearing the same thing. Most of the people say network marketing has changed. And it's not like before, people are different. Any one of you heard this like lately? Maybe those of you who said that you've been in network marketing for a few years and you maybe talk with some people and people say, network marketing is changed. I even hear some people say, oh, network marketing died, right? Or it's just like completely different, right? Or it just doesn't work anymore and so on. Anyone here has heard something like that? I will tell you one thing. Partially, I agree. There are always different things that are going to be changing based on the years. There are always going to be, right? Like we need to agree that not any business in this world does not go through the changes. It doesn't matter how successful businesses are, they will always go through the changes. If we look, for example, to one of the most successful companies today, let's take for an example, I don't know, let's take Microsoft or Apple, right? Both of them very successful even as of today. How many of you agree that Microsoft and Apple has changed the way they see the future, changed the way they see their business model from the beginning over the years many times? Like I can guarantee you, Apple, when they started, they had no clue that they're going to be one of the most successful smartphone manufacturers today. In fact, Apple just created one of the computers to start with. But today, more than, of course they have computers, they have MacBooks and so on, but really more important for them is all other technology, specifically the phones, the smartwatches, like, and many things that are coming out. No, they changed the business model. Do you agree with me? They changed the business model. Because if they would not see that, if they would not change this business model, then probably they would be bankrupted out of the business as of today. Right? So let's understand one thing. The tools are changing. Social media is changing. The way we do marketing and talk to people change. Right? AI is here, stronger than ever before. But let me ask you something. Did people stop wanting to get better health? Please be sincere to yourself right now. Put it down in the comments, everybody who is here. Did people stop wanting to get better health? Or did people stop wanting to have more money? Do you think that people do not want freedom today anymore? What do you all think that are listening right now? What do you all think? Do you think that people don't want freedom today anymore that they wanted 10 years ago? Or that today they don't want health anymore, but they wanted it 10 years ago? Do you think that today no one needs to make extra money anymore, but they wanted it 10 years ago, or 15 years ago, or 5 years ago? Lydia says no. Anyone else? What do you think? Maria says no. I don't believe so. Right? People still want to make extra money. People still look for better health every single day. They also want freedom. They want better lifestyle. They want more time with their family, with their friends. They want less stress. They want to just live better life. Do you agree with me? So if that's the case, then why do we think that this business model is not working anymore? Or it's that, or it's not the same? Right? Why do we think that someone does not need a product like Enhance or a product like Refine or many other stuff? I love this thing. Like the hand cream, man, it's so good. How many of you are using this hand cream from Butters? It's amazing. It's like over the last few weeks, I was in Europe, in Slovenia for the last 2 weeks. Everybody that I saw and they ever used this hand cream, they said like, Dino, this is just top class stuff. Like, and again, I'm not talking to you guys right now because I want you to go and buy the hand cream, which is, by the way, even very cheap. It's like, I don't know, even around 15 years, something like that. But just because I love to hear people saying that. Like, I love to see that, such kind of products are really, really, really giving value and changing people's lives. So the answer is no. You agree with me? They did not stop wanting better health or more money or more freedom. So then here's the truth. The problem is not network marketing model. You agree with me? The problem is not the products. The problem is not even probably like the rewards plan or the company or something. So then what else could be the challenge or the problem if you want to address it straight? It's the leadership. How many of you agree with me that based on what we identified right now, the other way of this specific formula is then the leadership and the people that are working this business? Could we agree to that? I mean, what else could it be, right? If people still want the health product, if people still want to make extra money, if they still want all those stuff, then the problem is just the leadership and how the people approach and do this business. Now, let me be very straight with some of the things today. First of all, today, many leaders are kind of like jumping from company to company or changing their own way of, like, they're trying to reinvent themselves. We say it many times, right? They say like, oh, today the only products, the only companies that are working are the digital based companies, or trading companies, crypto based companies, all those kind of stuff, right? That's one part of people say, oh, the physical products, no one wants it. Really? So then why are people looking for their health every single day? Right? And there's nothing wrong, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with many different types of products. But I want us to understand that what we have, it's not wrong either. You see what I'm saying? So, but that's the truth. Many people are trying to reinvent themselves without even trying to focus properly on where they are. No. But the thing is then that every time when they get to the new opportunity or the new company, they say, this is the one. This is the one I've been looking for. But here's the truth. The truth is that if you cannot build one company, you will never build 5 or 10 or 15. That's just the truth. You can love me, you can hate me, you can like what I say, you can completely not like what I said right now, but that's the truth. That's for me the honest truth. If any one of us cannot build one company, we're not going to build 5 or 10 or 15. I told you I'm going to be very honest on this call, like on some of the things here. No. If your belief is weak, your results will be weak. That's one very important thing to add here. If your belief in network marketing or in the product or in the company or in the rewards plan is weak, your results will be very weak as well. The next important part that we need to understand, if your work ethic is inconsistent, no rewards plan, no compensation plan can save you. It's just not going to happen. You're not playing a lottery here, but some people are actually taking this as a lottery. You're not playing this like, oh, maybe let me just circle 7 numbers and hopefully I can hit the big jackpot. No business in this world works as a jackpot. So if your work ethic is inconsistent, no compensation plan will ever save you. Now, here's another truth. You can have the best product in this world, but if leadership is weak, it will fail. You can also have the best rewards compensation plan, but if the belief is weak, if the commitment is not there, if the commitment is not there, it's going to fail. Right? You can also have the best system that you can say all the, I don't know, like scripts, flyers, brochures, I don't know, the landing pages, funnel pages, videos, books, materials. You can have all these things. But here's what I'm going to tell you. If your people do not work, it will fail. How many of you agree with me on this part? You can have the best possible tools, systems. But if people do not work, it will fail. Because system does not work on its own. There has to be someone who works with the systems. But yet, what we try to do, we try to blame the systems. We try to blame the compensation plan. We try to blame the product. You see where we are going? We try to blame everyone else for the lack of our success. But the truth of the matter is, like, we need to look into ourselves. We need to say, like, first of all, why are the systems not working? And I will tell you, it doesn't matter how good and bad the systems are, or even you can have no systems. It doesn't matter. What matters more than any good product, any good company, any good system, any good rewards plan is the commitment of the leadership. It's the belief of the leadership. It's the consistent action. It matters more than anything else of this, the product, the company, the compensation plan, the systems, the support, anything, logistics, whatever you want to name it. Let me give you an example. few years ago, one of my mentors, and listen to me right now, because this is a key part right now. If you understand what I'm going to tell you right now, your life from today on will completely change. So a few years ago, one of my mentors told me, he said, Dino, when I was starting my own company, that's what he told me. That was like probably like 15 years ago, okay? When he did that. He said, when I was starting my own company, he said, I didn't have the website. I didn't have the product physically produced yet. I didn't even have the compensation plan drafted together. I didn't have no one working at the support. I didn't have any logistics. In fact, I was just about to start researching where to produce the products. Listen to me very carefully. He told me all this. He said, but you know what, Dino? I had the belief and the vision and the leadership in myself that sometimes in the future, all those things are going to be in place. He said, I called a couple of leaders that also understood my vision and were ready to listen to what I had to tell them. And he said, in 2 days from when we decided we are going to put this vision sometimes in the future into reality, he said, we did over $2 million in pre-orders, in pre-sales of the product that has never existed yet, that has not even been produced yet. No customer support was actually able to even help them because they even didn't have the customer support yet. The website was just saying coming soon. People were sending the money to them. They've been faxing them in like the orders with checks, with all those kind of stuff. But in 2 days, with his own little team, over $2 million in sales. Those of you listening right now, what did you learn from that? Tell me, what did you learn from that? What do you think? What is the biggest difference that someone can make in this business? Number one, is it the company? Number two, is it the product? Number three, is it the compensation plan, rewards plan? Number four, is it the pretty logistics, shipping, customer support? Number five, is it the systems? Is it the videos? Is it the landing pages? Is it like all those other things? What do you think? Or is there something else that I haven't even said yet? What do you think? Is the leadership? Is the vision? It's what we want to move forward with. See what I'm saying? So, success in this business model, it's not about finding any of those things like the tools, like like the products, something better, but it's about becoming better as a person. No, let me talk to you about something. I want to talk about the business builders versus what we can call the business drifters. I will explain it. What does that mean? Okay? But I want to give you an example for you to see and understand what this is all about. Because remember how we started? We said like, what is the difference? Who is the difference and who can make the difference? Right? So, who are the business drifters? Those are the people, drifting, right? Like when you go in the car and, you're drifting around and like, you're always somewhere, right? So who are the business drifters? No, those are the people. Those are the people that are always looking for something new. They always say like, this is it. And then after 3 weeks or 3 months or 4 months, they say, this is it. No, the other one was not it. This one is it. That's what I've been looking for. Right? And then again, after some time, well, no, that's not it. The next one is it. All right? Those are the business drifters. Right? They never stay long in any of the companies. They say that they blame the system or the product or the rewards plan or it's just the business model has changed. Those are the business drifters. But who are the business builders? Those are the people that are committed, that understand in order for them to have more, they need to grow, they need to become better. That they know that they're gonna have good moments and bad moments. They know they're gonna have also things that they will need to go through, obstacles, right? But those are the people that long-term build people. No, the drifters chase the opportunity, the next shiny object. But the builders are actually the one who finds and from the opportunity they find, they create the opportunity. They create opportunities for people. They create systems for people. They create the great business environment for people. Those ones are business builders. So my question to everybody here is, are you a business drifter or are you a business builder? That's the first thing you need to clarify with yourself. Are you a business drifter or are you a business builder? The moment you're going to be honest and sincere to yourself, then you can stick the flag and say, hey, you know what? Let me just go and create it. Let me just not go and chase everything what's happening around the world, but let me just go and create something significant. Right? No. Why this business model? It's still the most powerful model in the world. Let's talk about that for a minute or two. Why do you think that network marketing is still the best business model in this world? Couple of things. The first one is because there is almost no risk or very, very low risk in building this business. People come to me every single day, Dino, how is it possible that I can actually start my new Hope Global business without even investing anything, without even paying anything? I don't need to buy like a $500 worth of products. I don't need to do this. Why? It's low or almost zero risk. Risk is just for you to lose some time, to be honest. On the other side, this business is highly scalable. You can do one thing today, so you can, for example, get a customer, and then next week or next month, this same customer, without even you putting any extra work, is going to reorder. So it's scalable. No, how many customers can you have? How many team members can you have? How big rank can you achieve every single week? Just absolutely unlimited. Right? You can create a lot of leverage being able to be part of this model. But only for people who take this business seriously. Now, let's talk about the turning point for everybody here who is listening. Right now, we are in transition. Some people are changing the thing. Some people are slowing down. Some people are distracted. Some people are looking for, again, the drifters. But on the other side, some people are understanding that drifting, it's not a long-term success way, that you need to be a builder, as we said before. And some people are coming back from, like, they've been builders years ago, now they've been drifters for a few years, and now they said, like, you know what, this doesn't work. I need to become a builder again. That's exactly what's happening right now. A lot of people are starting to become builders again. They're tired of being drifters. They're tired of trying to chase the next big shiny object opportunity because they understand that they're tired of getting starting all over again. Now, why is that important for all of us here? It is important because we need to understand that this is the mindset thing right now, right? It is important to understand that every big leader is born when others are weak. When someone slows down, there is an opportunity for another one. You know what we say? Like, when one person stops because for some reason, there is an opportunity for another one. See what I'm saying? So we need to understand those things. And when we understand those things, then we can say, like, oh, I get it. I understand it. Right? So this is your moment. This is your moment to say, like, hey, you know what? Like, I don't need to be a drifter. I can actually be a business builder. But first of all, it's going to take a lot of personal efforts. It's going to take a lot of me moments. It's going to take a lot of, like, things that you need to do. Now, here's important part as we are getting to the end of this specific talk is you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be the most skillful. You don't need to be the most educated. You don't need to be any of such for you to make big things happen. But what you need is you need to decide. You need to be a person of decision. You need to be the person that is going to say, hey, you know what? That's my moment. That's my opportunity. That's my challenge, right? So those of you guys listening right now, all those words again is not going to make any difference unless you decide to stay consistent, unless you decide to build people, and you decide to put focus on one thing and just keep focusing on this one thing. I'll put it down here in the comments because I believe those three things are probably the most important things on what we spoke. If you stay consistent, if you build people, and if you focus on this one thing as a builder, not as a drifter, that's where the biggest magic, if we can say so, happens. For those who keep focus on, right? So the future of network marketing business, as well as the future of New Hope Global and any of such companies, will never be decided by the people who gave up, by the people who come and maybe they vanish their vision, or maybe they leave or something. It will be decided by the people who decide to build, who decide to go forward, who decide to basically be a builder. Okay, so that's the important part. the question for everybody here is, what do you need to reposition? What do you need to reframe? What do you need to change, first of all, in your mindset? What do you need to change in the way you look at the things for you to be able to say, you know what? If it's to be, it's up to me. We kind of like forgot about that already. This past years ago, always we said, if it's to be, it's up to me. But today, everybody said, oh, it's not up to me. It's about others. It's so interesting that everybody says, oh, it's because of others I'm not successful, or because the others do not know how to use the system. It's because people do not use the system. It's because, oh, this product does not work anymore. People do not look for the health and wellness products anymore. Let's understand that this will never change. If it's to be, it's up to me every single time. It doesn't matter if it's in 2026, if it's in 2025, if it's in 2015, if it's in 2000, if it's in 1980s. It doesn't matter. If it's to be, it's up to me every single time. That's just the truth. That's just the fact. And that's just how everything in this life works. If it's to be, it's up to me. If I will make it happen, it will happen. If I will not make it happen, it will not happen. But the reality is also the reward goes to people who believe. The reward goes to people who work hard. The reward goes to people who are consistent. The reward goes to people who do not give up even when the challenge feels like they should give up. This is where the reward goes. It doesn't go to triers. It doesn't go to drifters. It doesn't go to these who just thinks like the next shiny object is going to change everything. It doesn't. That's the truth. So that's the most important part for us to understand. If it's to be, it's up to me. So I don't want to take this too long. I don't want to make this too long, to be honest. But I think that one of those things that we just spoke today, again, if we sum it up, it's not the business model, it's not the industry, it's not network marketing, it's not the types of the products, but it's the leadership. It's us. It's people. It's time for everybody to say, hey, you know what? If it's to be, it's up to me. If I want to make it happen, I want to be strong. I need to create strong leadership. I need to be the one who is going to make things happen. That's what it is. And if we do not know that, if we do not understand that, then we get to the point when people say, well, oh, you know what? This is different. This is not working anymore. Well, yeah, it's not, because you change the way you see the things, because you change the way you understand how this business was supposed to be working. And not just this business, every single business. So I hope this helps everybody who is here. Thank you so much for like listening. But more than that, I hope you took some notes. I hope you said like, you know what? These are some of the things that are the truth, that are just something that we can't just forget about them. We can't just say like, oh, we're just not going to pay attention to them. I really want everybody who is here to sit down with yourself over the next minutes and say, hey, how long am I going to just be a spectator? How long am I going to be the one who is just going to look others and just cheer for others, but not really be the main player? I want you to be a main player. But in order for you to be a main player, it takes some of those things we spoke just now. It takes some of those things. It's very important to understand them. Because if we don't understand that, if we don't make these things as priority, it's not going to happen. So anyway, hope this helps. Hope this is something that gave you a little bit of more than motivation, inspiration, and a long-term vision. Remember the story I just shared with you. What vision can do, what leadership can do. More than any great products, any great company, any great rewards plan. Right? So again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening. And let's just change this into into the future. Let's change this into the vision and let's make things happen. We'll talk to you again in the next days as always. Thank you for being here, and bye-bye for now.
Thank you.